And on the other side of the field, still with an outside chance at a national championship, Frank Solich in his third season as head coach of the Huskers. Nebraska won the toss. They deferred. Kansas State will receive. It is 34 degrees. Baloney. The wind chill is 17. Forecast. It calls for rain, sleet, possibly snow, and you can see the wind above the stadium. It is strong. And Quincy Morgan will let it go into the end zone, and Jonathan Beasley. Beasley was hurt in this game last year, did not play well, but he has accounted for 30 touchdowns this year. The Kansas State line, they've allowed only 3 sacks this season. Keep an eye on Milford Stevenson, a left tackle, the key to his protection. And the running backs and wide receivers, they are all explosive. Josh Scobie has taken over that running back spot. 4 touchdowns, 149 yards rushing last week. Kansas State will take over first and 10 from their own 20-yard line, and they're going to keep it on the ground. Scobie caught from behind. Well, these are two of the most explosive teams in college football in the first quarter. They need to score. Scobie finds some running room, and he vaults ahead to the 25-yard line. Lockett to the left. Scobie the only setback. Nebraska with 8 on the line of scrimmage. Beasley on the option. Back to Scobie. One man to beat, and Nebraska's black shirts converge. Good snap, Nebraska with a rush, and it is blocked, and it'll be a touchdown, Nebraska! Keo Craver took it right out of the air, took it in the end zone, and the Huskers have the lead. Josh Brown with the extra point. He is 99 out of 100 in his career. And Nebraska strikes first. 7-0. 12:55 left in the opening quarter. On the Oklahoma Sooners, and we have one tonight. The line drive, low kick. Quincy Morgan fields it at the 5. Has a little bit of running room. Across the 20, up to the 27-yard line. And talk about shell-shocking the sellout crowd here at Kansas State. Left side, and again he is going to be stacked up by that Nebraska defense, as they've allowed only 1 touchdown pass the last 4 games, and the line is good. They are led by big Kyle Vanden Bosch at the defensive end spot. Linebackers, as we mentioned, solid. Shanley, Polk, and Stella. The secondary, that's where the question marks have been, but they have improved. Joe Walker at that rover spot. Nebraska showing blitz. Beasley will change the play at the line of scrimmage. And we've got movement all over the place. Steve Juszczyk, our referee tonight.
Delay game on the offense. 5-yard penalty.
2nd down and 14. Beasley from the shotgun looking for the screen. They've got it to Scobie. And he is dragged down from behind at the 32-yard line. 3rd down and 5. Nebraska brings 5. Beasley with time, still looking. He's going for the big play. Has Morgan. Pass is picked off, incomplete. 27-yard line. The low snap. Nebraska rushes again. Punter goes down. So does the penalty flag. Travis Brown is down. Nebraska obviously saw something in the films that they felt they could come and try to block punts. He played just about 4.5 minutes. K-State, good field position. Scobie, he is going to be dragged down from behind.
The only exception would be with an onside kick where you're trying to get it back yourself.
Drives Scobie again around the left side. Slips Vanden Bosch's tackle, and he is going to be stacked up. A loss of 2 on the play. Morgan on the bottom of your screen. Movement on the left side of Kansas State's line.
Prior to the snap. Outside, on the defense, 5-yard penalty.
And again, Nebraska stacking the line. 7 men in the box. Beasley looking over the middle, has some time, still looking, being rushed, takes a hit, pass complete, drop, incomplete. Martez Wesley. Joe Walker now back on his 10-yard line, no rush this time, and it's a bad bunt. Gets caught up in the air. The official will mark it at the 22-yard line. Verizon presents First and 10 all season long on Fox Sports Net College Football Saturday. Verizon, making the world of communications a whole lot simpler. Well, Buckalter goes in motion. Try it straight ahead. Following behind the big blocks of the big offensive line, and the #1 rushing offense in all of college football. And their leader is Eric Crouch, the Huskers' all-time rushing quarterback. The line, big and explosive. They're led by center Dominic Raiola, one of 4 Lombardi Award finalists. And the running backs, the I-backs are big. The wide receivers, Wistrom, Newcomb, Davison, all with 17 receptions this year. Crouch will keep it, sees the seam, crosses the 25 up to about the 27-yard line. Best in the Big 12, 4th nationally. The line is not big, but they are good. The heart and soul, Mario Fatafehis. He sets the tone. The linebackers, Lieber, Pearson, Lott. Secondary, Jared Cooper back at strong safety. Sat out last week for disciplinary reasons. 3rd down and 6 for the Huskers. Again, Buckhalter in motion. Penalty flag flies. Crouch trying to get to the corner. He does, and he is hog-tied at about the 34-yard line.
One way or the other. Yep. He's going to have to be all over the field. He will be our captain Detroit tonight.
2 tight ends. Crouch looking to throw it. Gets it up into the flat. Almost intercepted. College football, Dan Haydenfeld, the 6th best return man in college football. Aaron Lockett at the 36. Fumble. The ball is loose. K-State looks like they came back up with it.
So much on the line.
Holding on the kicking team. Repeat 4th down.
Here come the Wildcats. Haydenfeld gets it off. It's a line drive spiral away from Allen. But he'll field it at the 42-yard line, looking for the wall and forming. Crosses the 50 into Nebraska territory. Not been able to do a whole lot offensively thus far. Passing on 1st down. Beasley looking for Morgan again. Pushing and shoving. Out of bounds, incomplete. Right here on Fox Sports Net. In an afternoon game. Beasley again throwing. Looks for the screen. Has a man. Incomplete. Nebraska was all over it. 3 wide receivers to the left. Tight end Shad Meyer to the right. Beasley, 3rd consecutive pass, again going down the middle, looking for the home run ball. Morgan got it. 41 yards. 2 tight ends for Kansas State. 1st and goal, ball is on the 7. Scobie, left side, gets inside the 5, keeps the feet moving.
Great surge. Got 10 guys in the box right there.
Beasley on the option, puts it on the carpet. Scobie, touchdown!
In basketball, you got to bounce pass. It's the first time I've ever seen a bounce pass on the option in football.
Scobie's 14th rushing touchdown. The extra point. Jamie Ream drills it. 43 of 44 on the year. We thought it would be close, and it is. We're tied at 7. About 13 yards a return on kickoff. They're 113th in the NCAA, but that's because they don't get a whole lot of chances. They'll get one here. From the 12, Walker, running room, crosses the 40 up to the 44-yard line. The other 2 keys in this football game. Nebraska going back to their power game. Alexander, there we see him powering his way down to the 45-yard line.
It says, if I had to this big guy, I'm going low on him.
1st and 10 from the Kansas State 45. Crouch running the option, in trouble, and he'll go down. See the numbers on Crouch. 2nd and 15. He keeps it, splits the right side, gets back in the Kansas State territory.
3rd and 12. This is not a Nebraska type down and distance situation.
4 wide receivers. We have a whistle and a stoppage of play.
Start to the snap. False start. Offense.
And you're going to get that.
John Gibson in motion. 3rd down and 17. Crouch going down the middle. Has a man. It'll be overthrown. Intended for Matt Davison. And first punt was 50. And he drills this one. A high spiral.
Wait a minute.
Allen's going to let this one go. What a kick.
Bryce Leibel is blocked into Haydenfeld. Coaching staff love to come out and find out what's going on.
Foul. Roughing the kicker on the receiving team. I got 2 dead ball fouls, personal fouls that are set. Will penalize the 15-yard penalty and 1st down.
1st and 10. Todd tied up at 7. From the I formation. Going to try the right side, Alexander.
2nd and 3, Nebraska definitely in the driver's seat now.
Straight ahead power game again, inside the 30.
Running into the punter, regardless of whether or not you like the call, giving Nebraska a fresh set of downs.
And Alexander will get the first down.
He knows about making first contact.
And he says he loves flattening guys on blocks. Crouch, a little play action, keeps it. Kansas State right there to wrap him up.
It may look a little different in the set like this one does, but it will be power football.
Down the line, Crouch keeps it, pulls his way inside the 25, down to about the 23-yard line. Dominic Raiola, he's got the short sleeves on at the center spot.
Yeah,
3rd down and 9.
Linemen are crazy.
Crouch looking across the middle, has Davison's got it. 5-3, down to the 1.
For an easy throw and catch to Davidson.
Touchdown, Nebraska. Crouch with the keep. His 17th rushing touchdown of the year. 3rd consecutive point after. Put it in the books for the sophomore from Foyle, Oklahoma. Kansas State ties it up at 7, then Nebraska goes ahead with 31 seconds. He does not want to give Kansas State field position. Chase Long gets his foot into this one. Morgan 3 yards deep. He'll try the left side. Hitting at the 20, and that is where he will go down. For Dr. Pepper game break here. Warm in the winter. Kansas State on first down. They continue to try to establish that run game with Josh Scobie. And that'll wrap up the first 15 minutes of play in Manhattan. Bill Snyder wants to still have some outside chance of getting to the Big 12 championship game. 1 quarter in the books. A block punt gave Nebraska the lead. Kansas State countered, but Nebraska has see our updated game stats. Kansas State was 70 total yards, but they trailed 14-7. Quarter number 2 on the way. Scobie. He'll try the left side, takes the first hit, gets to the 24-yard line. Last week versus Iowa State. On 3rd down and 6, Beasley will pitch it back to Scobie. Has a little alley, takes advantage of it, steps out at the 29-yard line. Nebraska again with 7 in the box. Beasley from the shotgun throws into the flat. The receiver slips and falls. Martez Wesley. 3 wide receivers to the right.
This is a matchup that they like. Joe Walker, the strong safety guard, and wide receiver one-on-one.
They run the screen, and it's picked off. Quincy Morgan had it intercepted by Lauren Kaiser. What a fluke play. And Nebraska in the red zone of Kansas State. Straight ahead running into that purple jersey defense. He has a strained ligament in his foot. He may have aggravated it in this cold weather. Pitch back, Buckhalter slipped, keeps his feet. Inside the 15, down to the 12.
Prior to the snap, Nebraska broke the huddle with 12 players. 5-yard penalty.
So they don't have far to go to get to the field.
That was a huge penalty considering the wind. 3rd down and 10. Crouch looking, has some running room straight up the middle. Takes a hit at the 17-yard line and goes down. Josh Brown just 3 of 6 on field goal attempts this year. They spotted at the 18. It'll be a 28-yarder.
Now let's check out his shoes, see if he has on the dry shoes where he can plant.
The ball is down, and it is no good.
And you saw him try and stop abruptly, and he slid just a little bit as he was getting into that ball. So Joe Walker shift down. They'll run away from that side if they're smart.
And they go straight ahead to Scobie. Up to the 24-yard line, keeps moving his feet. My goodness, does anybody want to go to the Rose Bowl? 2nd down and 7, a little mix-up. Scobie will be tripped up right at the 22-yard line.
They tried to run on 1st and 2nd down. Now it's up to Beasley to convert.
2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Beasley is hit, and he is going to be dropped. That is only the 4th sack given up to receive the punt. And Nebraska peels back, and it's a good kick. High spiral, Newcomb at the 42, dropped it. Heads to the left side, no place to go. Puts puts his head down and gets up to the 45-yard line. Nebraska takes over, 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. You can see they've had good field position all night. Straight ahead with the power game up to the 50-yard line on 2nd and 5. Kansas State puts 7 in the box. The ball's on the carpet, still knocked around. Nebraska just 1 of 5 on 3rd downs. 3rd and 7.
Where Phil Bennett wants him.
And here comes the blitz. Crouch rolling out. Looks for Davison. Incomplete.
It's from David Allen here.
He's on his 11. Haydenfeld, a driving kick. Allen will call the fair catch right at the 10-yard line, and a penalty flag will be thrown.
We have a 5-yard halo violation on a kicking team.
Got split back passing set right here. Okay, they fooled me on that one.
Jumped on that one. And
small penalty, turnovers.
False start. Offense.
And we mentioned it. And it'll be 1st and 15. Ball's on the 11-yard line. David Allen trying to spin away. And he's been looking a little tentative sometimes running the football. On 2nd down, Beasley is going to be sacked again. Randy Stella coming in for his 5th sack of the year.
That's a delay.
It is on the 4-yard line, penalty flag, and that will be a delay of game. And it'll
delay game on the offense.
Now Quincy Morgan on the near side. 3rd and a bunch. 24. Beasley looking for Morgan. Lets it fly. Has it caught. Quincy Morgan up to the 35-yard line. And he averages almost 19 yards every reception. Kansas State out of a big hole. Penalty flag is thrown. Allen, nothing doing. He is going to be wrapped up.
Illegal formation on the offense.
Jonathan Beasley, a quick pass to the outside is his best bet right here.
He's got Morgan at the bottom of your screen. Looking over the middle, locks on one receiver. Pushing and shoving, Aaron Lockett, intended receiver.
Now you want to work across the field this direction.
Martez Wesley, Lockett, Morgan, the wide receivers. Here comes the rush. Beasley has a man, and it's Morgan to the 45, and he is chased out of bounds to the 49-yard line. Flu bug around this Kansas State team. Already up to 89 yards on 3 catches. Straight ahead of running the football.
They've been able to stifle them. They haven't been able to use their athletic ability.
On 2nd and 8, the crossing pattern, it is complete. Down to the 42-yard line, Aaron Lockett. 3rd down and just a yard to go. Beasley changing things up again. And they jump on the right side. The jump.
Right of the snap. Full start. Offense.
Well, you go 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6 and draw off that experience tonight. But so far, that hasn't been the case. 3rd and 6, Lockett dancing around. Beasley to put it up, 4-man rush. Pass is complete. Down to the 37-yard line. It is Aaron Lockett.
Got Quincy Morgan down at the bottom, one-on-one.
Carlos Polk showing blitz. He backs off. Beasley. Look out from behind. He has some running room. He's dangerous to the 25-yard line, and that'll be good enough for another Wildcat first down.
They were all the way back on the 2-yard line.
Scobie, right side. Cuts back down to the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him.
So this team has been far from doing that. I think they've battled them really well. They've been aggressive, tried to get back in this ball game.
Scobie was looking for the edge. Big 3rd down, 3rd and 7. Scobie goes in motion. Beasley looking for Scobie, goes the other way. Looking down the middle, has Morgan. Almost picked off, incomplete. 11 of his last 13 field goals. His longest this year is 39. We'll mark this at the 28-yard line. It'll be a 38-yarder. And it'll sneak inside the uprights. Jamie Ream gets Kansas State 3 more, and with 2:42 to play in the half, the gap has been closed to 4. Jamie Ream's field goal pulls number 16 Kansas State within 4 of Nebraska as we head to the final 2 minutes of the opening half. And he booms this kick 5 yards deep. Nebraska 2 wide receivers to the right, I formation. Crouch hit immediately and dropped.
Takes the loss here. Good setup for Kansas State.
2nd and 15. Crouch pitches it. That was dangerous, and it goes out of bounds. Nebraska will have the football. Kansas State switching players all around. They have 5 on the line from the shotgun. They rush 5. Crouch calls his own number. Skips ahead, jukes one, gets up to the 25. They'll be about 5 yards short.
Under from either of these two players might be there.
And they peel it back. Haydenfeld trying to kick away. Gets a Kansas State roll, goes back into Nebraska territory, and that'll be just shy of...
Here you want to work the middle of the field. First down stops the clock.
Beasley sees the blitz. The Morgan slips the tackle. Running room. Goodbye. No problem for Jamie Ream. Quincy Morgan with the touchdown reception. Jonathan Beasley threw it. His 15th of the year. What a job by Morgan.
Giving the impetus for the scoring play.
Kansas State knew that Scobie, Beasley, and Morgan had to step up big tonight, and they have so far. On the kick, it is Joe Walker, and he slips and sits on his fanny at 80 yards away from Pater. Kansas State has done an excellent job on the option tonight.
You'll win the battle 9 times out of 10.
Crouch already with 11 rushes. This time he's going to put it up. Hit as he throws. Has a man, Newcomb, but it's intercepted. Jeremitrius Butler with his 5th pick of the year. This is a quick strike offense by Kansas State. 30 seconds is an eternity. Beasley looking for more. Again, Morgan, running room, has a wall. Gets up to the 49-yard line, and it'll be 2nd and 1. 9 seconds off the clock, 21 left in the half. Beasley pump fakes, looking deep. Has to scramble, has a man. Incomplete, Shad Meyer, the big tight end, or Rock Cartwright, I should say. Brandon Clark into the ball game. He's split out on the near side. Nebraska comes with the blitz. Beasley's chased. Scrambling, throwing, incomplete with 7 seconds left to play in the first half.
He's going to divide the second half game plan in about 90 seconds.
On 4th and 1, they're kicking it away. Almost fumbled again by Joe Walker. And that will be the end of the first half. Kansas State has led at halftime 8 times this year. They have never lost this season when they had the lead in intermission. And right now they lead 17-14 over the number 4 ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers. The rain has stopped. The crowd is pumped. Nobody is feeling the cold in Manhattan at this point.
They've made some opportunities in the special teams there. That's what's kept them in this ball game.
And Nebraska will receive the second half kickoff, and it is Joe Walker from the 1. Up to the 17, he is tripped up. Well, they average about 371 yards rushing a ball game, and in the first half they had 51, the Huskers. Crouch keeps it, looking for a block, gets one, crosses the 20. Nebraska offensive line would begin to dominate the defensive line of Kansas State, but the K-State line has done a tremendous job. Play action. Crouch has some running room, holding on to the football. Pass one-handed, incomplete. Intended for John Gibson. 2 wide receivers to the left. 3rd and 6. Crouch has the time over the middle. Incomplete. Tonight. Haydenfeld handles the high snap. A low end-over-end kick. Hits Kansas State. The ball is free, but the Wildcats recover it.
Number 5, wherever he goes.
Lockett moving around. They keep it on the ground, and Scobie slips and falls. Loss of 2 on the play. But tonight they're being picked apart by Jonathan Beasley and Quincy Morgan. The pump. Looking for Morgan. Morgan was held up on a play. Still makes the catch. Inside the 20. Inside play.
Good hustle by Joe Walker.
And then the corners again being picked on. Scobie, the left side. Crowd will follow behind the blocks of Stevenson. Morgan, second consecutive seasons, over 1,000 yards receiving. Beasley looks right, looks left. In trouble, still looking, throws in the corner of the end zone, incomplete, he's out of bounds. The only victory over a number 6 Kansas team. Beasley, time, end zone, incomplete. Lockett, and he continues to hold his back as Jamie Ream will attempt a 27-yard field goal. And the kick is good. Ream with the field goal. They strike first in the second half, and the Kansas State lead is stretched to 6. A lot of people felt that game was in the books. From the 3. Randy Stella. He's tripped up.
One of those tricky formations. You got Newcomb right up there.
And the fumble. Ball is loose. Kansas State's got it.
Dan Alexander not used to taking the handoff from the fullback position. It's not down in the belly. You have to put in the soft part to be a good handoff.
And Beasley going for it. Calls his own number straight ahead. Inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. Keep an eye on Quincy Morgan, the bottom portion of your screen. Scobie, left side. Down to the 10-yard line.
You know, he just missed that Butkus Award final thing, but this guy, if he had stayed healthy, I think he would have gotten that award.
On 4th and 1, they're not going to get it. On 3rd and 1, I should say. They don't get it. Scobie is tripped up. They'll mark this one right at the 20, a 30-yarder.
And Wilson Thomas, number 9, has been close to blocking them all as the middle jumper.
The snap, the kick. Does it sneak in? And it does. Just gets in the left upright, and Jamie Ream gives them something to walk away from after the fumble. Kansas State leads by 9. Newcomb and Walker back at the 3-yard line. Ream, the driving kick. Walker lets it fly into the end zone. Well, we're going to talk about exactly what's happening here for the Nebraska offense. Crouch keeps it, pitches, nothing doing. Kansas State is there for the challenge again. Ben Lieber.
Look at that box. 9 guys right there in that box, and then one-on-one on the outside against the wide receiver.
Straight ahead running. Kansas State bringing in a couple of extra defensive backs. Crouch on 3rd and 10. Going deep for Davison. Floats the ball up, and it's incomplete. Nebraska has been able to move the football tonight, and that has been the key. The ball is on the ground after the punt. Still kicking it around, and I think Kansas State has it. 23-14, the Big 12 North Division title on the line. Lockett in motion. Beasley, play action. Looking for Morgan. Has him open. Gets it to him. Knocked away at the last minute. From the shotgun. Lockett going over the middle. Beasley going deep again for Martez Wesley, and it is incomplete. Wesley had it for a moment. Nebraska showing blitz, 5 on the line.
And this is where they like that screen. This is the fall-off man. Stella, he's responsible for it.
Beasley looking in the zone, being rushed. Dumps it off into the flat. Pass is complete to the tight end. Shad Meyer, the senior out of Pittsburgh. 4th down and less than a yard. Trying to get Nebraska to jump off. Beasley lunging forward, and that'll be a first down.
You can run the wide receiver screen or the bubble screen out this direction.
A crossing pattern, looking for Morgan going over the middle. They're going deep. Has a man knocked away. Nice defensive effort. Braver showing blitz. He's up on the line. Showing it again, and here he comes. Beasley steps up, lets it fly. Pass in the flat to Morgan, incomplete.
That's not bad conversion for that down and distance.
On 3rd and 10, Beasley has some time. Gets hit as he throws. Has a man wide open, and he overthrows Martez Wesley. 42 a game.
Got double coverage on the left.
And we have people jumping.
Or it's even smarter by K-State.
I'll start offense.
Well, they're going to back up 4th and 20. Here comes the snap. The kick almost blocked, and a penalty flag is going to be thrown. So Nebraska with another special team mistake, and this will go for naught. Joe Walker. Some running room, led out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and we're going to have another penalty
against K-State.
Roughing the kicker on Nebraska. Then we have a dead ball, personal foul on Kansas State. Will penalize 15 yards, Oklahoma, automatic first down, Kansas State, and then a 15-yard penalty against
poor Steve Juszczyk.
It'll be their first down.
I think, and they're playing up on Quincy Morgan, trying to bump him with Keough Craver, but they run it. Scobie lowers the shoulder, puts it down.
I love that.
And that's something the coaches have really tried to work with him on. Lockett slips as he goes in motion. Has the football.
Time of possession is always in the favor of the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Both Frank Solich and Bill Snyder said that was a concern. Beasley on 2nd and 5. Pass dropped. Quincy Morgan bobbled it.
Everybody, and you bring their buddies too.
But Nebraska brings 5. They look for the screen to Scobie, and he is tackled immediately.
You just want to get this ball up quickly so it doesn't get blocked.
This will be a 49-yarder, his longest of the year, from the right hash mark. It's a fake. Rosnick keeps it. First down, Kansas State. Fumble! And Nebraska's going to come up with it.
Was Rosnick down?
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if the ground caused the fumble.
You see people pointing at the ground. They go for the gamble there. Now, Nebraska, play action pass, or do you go back to the power game? You're down by 9. You got a little bit under 20 minutes to play. You bring in the horses and say, we're going to stuff it.
Crouch keeps it. He breaks one over the 25, up to the 28-yard line.
Jared Cooper, in this instance, he can take over the ball game, forcing and covering the tight end.
They string out the option, and he is dropped back at the 24-yard line.
They haven't challenged him much, but they've been there every step of the way.
Loss of 3, 2nd and 13. Crouch going down the middle, and it is incomplete. Intended for Wilson Thomas.
So I would think that he'd look for Matt Davison down here at the bottom.
Davison and Newcomb, bottom of your screen. Overthrown. Bobby Newcomb, the intended receiver. This year versus Ball State, Louisiana Tech. Haydenfeld, nice kick. Back and lock it up. At the 22. Look out, a big gap. Fakes out Haydenfeld.
Flag thrown.
Penalty flag is down as he takes it home.
Heavy on the receiving team, on the return, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Tonight, they've been the victim. Beasley calls his number. Penalty flag thrown again as he crosses the 40 up to the 42-yard line. And another holding call. He just says it looks good. First down, 20 to go from the 24-yard line. Second and 17, 3 wide receivers to the left. Nebraska fakes the blitz. Beasley with time, going long. That's going to be incomplete. See, now they're faced with 3rd and 17. 3 wide receiver set. Beasley fields the low snap, the pump fake, goes long, pass incomplete again. Intended for Aaron Lockett. Brown again on the line. This time they peel it back. The side of his foot, and Nebraska will get excellent field position. They have to take advantage of it. They've been averaging just over 1.5 yards on first down, and not much better on that one. Did not have it against Oklahoma. Buchalter and Alexander were stymied. Crouch down the line. They string him out. He squirts through a little bit of a hole. Going to be short of the first down. Well, Nebraska realizes the situation. They're going for it on 4th and 2. Bulling his way. Huskers. That is the first solid run. So the Huskers now 1st and 10 on the Kansas State 39-yard line. Straight ahead running, and again the K-State defensive line. Nebraska, the number 4 team in the country, still with a hope of a national title. The Big 12 championship game on the line. We have 15 minutes left, and the Huskers head to the final quarter, trailing by 9.
Must stick to his guns and not get too cute trying to pass the ball on first down.
2nd down and 7. Straight ahead running, and they blast right over the middle. Good solid yardage, 100 yards and 18 touchdowns his senior year, so he knows how to carry the football. Now they try the right side, and the Nebraska offensive linemen beginning to open up the holes.
Talk about guys who fight.
On the pitch, trying the left side, breaking over, heading for Painter, touchdown, Dan Alexander.
Ball carries number 38, Dan Alexander.
And the Huskers are right back in this football game. Down, and this Nebraska sideline has been given life. Josh Brown with the conversion, and we have a 2-point ball game. Kansas State leads it 23-21.
Involved in the game plan. Dominic Raiola leads up front and by example.
From the 17-yard line, nothing going on. I'll tell you, this game is far from over, but if you're a Kansas State fan, considering the history of this game between these two teams, you're definitely on the edge of your seat with only a 2-point advantage. Scobie, right side, crosses the 30 up to the 33-yard line. And this is the situation that Craig Bohl, defensive coordinator, did not want. He said, we're not good on a run-pass option, except Carlos Polk says, forget about it. The rain begins to fall again. Beasley, plenty of time. Now he has to scramble. Penalty flag is thrown. Beasley lets it fly, and it'll be incomplete.
Hey, then you got a little hold, but he did release him.
Offense. Penalties declined.
Smart move by Nebraska so that they can field the punt.
Walker and Newcomb back. A spiraling kick. It is Walker.
You got a wall. You got a hold. Gross number 5. Hold his man in the back.
And we do have a penalty flag.
Holding. Right here, right now. On the receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Plenty of time left. And they'll go back to the power game, straight ahead, running again.
Got to knock them backwards.
This is a team that has 74 yards rushing in the second half, only 51 in the first half. Again, the right side, the yards after contact again, nearing the 50-yard line, doing what they've done best all year, just running the football. Keeping it on the ground again. And again, they still pick up yardage.
Nebraska a little long to get in this play. It doesn't give Krause the time to audibilize the line of scrimmage.
Straight ahead running, just powering. And it's been a while since Eric Crouch attempted to throw the football. There he goes. Down to the 10, to the 5. Alexander, touchdown, Nebraska.
Mentioned earlier about the Nebraska Cornhuskers getting guys off their feet.
45 yards, putting them over 100 yards for the night.
Extra point good by number 26, Josh Brown.
Russ Hochstein led them, the senior out of Hardington, Nebraska, led the big offensive line charge, and that opened it up for Alexander, and Nebraska has taken the lead. And that has given their defense a little life. Chase Long with the kick. Bouncing around. Lockett. Straight ahead running. Trips up as he crosses the 25. Now Kansas State finds themselves in a hole, something they haven't been in a long time. It's the second quarter, but they go straight ahead. Rock Cartwright, the big fullback out of Conroe, Texas. 2 heavyweights slugging it out in Manhattan. 2 wide receivers to the left. Beasley, play action. Going for the big one, looking for Second and 10 from the 48. Scobie into Nebraska territory, down to the Nebraska 48. Morgan only one catch in the second half, wide to the left. Lockett in the slot. The rush. Beasley has time, and he is going to be dropped at the line of scrimmage. The little pooch kick. Walker chasing it down at the 15. And he is tripped up, maybe got two on the return. Again, the straight-ahead power running, and again,
and the middle linebackers have to step up in this situation.
That keeps you on schedule when it's 2nd and 5. This time, Kansas State up to the challenge. Inside of 7 minutes to play. Only one wide receiver to the right. The pitch. Alexander is going to be stacked up, and he is going to lose a yard on the play. Lockett is back, and he's going to have to chase this one down. Throws up the fair catch sign, and the penalty flag is going to be thrown.
Line him up at linebacker.
Hello, violation on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty. First down.
You see the two deep appearance, two safeties back deep.
Rock Cartwright, the only man in the backfield. And he has the football, and he is hit, but he gets away, breaks the tackle, crosses the 50, down to the 49-yard line. And it begins to sleet again as we close in on 5 minutes to play. Beasley, play action, being rushed from the backside, throws, and the pass.
Oh, yeah, that's a flag.
Pass interference.
Maybe that hold is against Oklahoma.
Holding on the defense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Well, we still have some business to do in Manhattan. Here comes the blitz. Beasley lets it fly, and it's incomplete.
And you have 3 over 2 on this side, so maybe the one-on-one matchup is on top.
And the sleet is really coming down. Beasley running around. Has some room inside the 30, inside the 25-yard line.
Those folks was nice to him. They didn't give him a forearm shiver there.
And then they run the football on the right side, and it is really coming down. The weather has turned.
It'd be difficult for one of those guys to look back and make a catch. We'll see what happens, guys.
It only hurts, Eric, if you drop the ball.
That's true.
Which Smooth never did. Beasley calls his number straight ahead. Bulls his way to the 10.
Don't take the 5-yard delay of game penalty here.
First and goal from the 10. Scobie down to the 7-yard line. And the right side.
So you got 4 inches here at the bottom.
Second and goal from the 12. Beasley to put it up across the middle. Morgan to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Sleet has turned to snow, and it is really coming down in Manhattan. With the lead, 2 to snap it, 1 to snap it, and they're not going to get it off. Hey, Wesley, Lockett, Morgan to the right. Wesley looking to go out on the flat. Beasley looking for somebody, throws it across the field, and that is knocked away. And the lead will remain at 1. To your seats, Kansas State fans. Quincy Morgan has given your team the lead. A line drive kick. Buckholder from the 5. Crashes his way over the 20 up to the 22-yard line. And
you've almost got to run at about 75% efficiency just so that you can keep your feet.
Nothing doing. 2nd and 9. Crouch looking to throw it. Slip ball complete to the tight end, Tracy Wistrom.
I'd give a quick handoff to Alexander and try and pop it in the middle.
Crouch calls his own number. Hops over 1. Heads to the side, but Kansas State is there. Nebraska, 1:36 to play. Straight ahead. Nothing doing. It'll be 3rd down at about 7.
Maybe that little slip screen to Bobby Newcomb right there.
Newcomb in motion. He has the Crouch keeps the ball, throws it, incomplete, 4th down.
Your best route runner, Matt Davidson, has a lot of Nebraska with one timeout. Definitely stop the clock. Make them play.
Final 41 seconds. Nebraska flying over the top. Kansas State has defeated Nebraska. The dreams of a national championship for Frank Solich are gone.
I think those goalposts are about to be
They're the
gone
next thing to
also.
go. What a victory for Kansas State.